investing in Nigeria stock market can seem overwhelming, especially for those who are not familiar with direct purchase of stocks. Fortunately, there are alternatives where you can invest indirectly through fund managers such as mutual funds. In this video, I'm going to give you two mutual funds where you can invest and still enjoy benefit of stocks without directly investing in stock. Okay, for the purpose of this video, we are going to use simple English. We are going to break it down and use the simple terms so that everybody can understand. The first thing you need to understand first is mutual fund. If you ask what is mutual fund, in a simple term, mutual fund is the money they put together. Mutual fund managers pool money together, which means you bring your money 5,000, I give them my own 5,000, my friend brings, everybody contribute money from different investors, and then they use the money, they split it. They can invest some in stock, some in bond, some in treasury bills, and every other thing. So in essence, you have a diversified portfolio in one. So that means you are enjoying benefit of stock, benefit of treasury bill at the same time. Now, let's talk about the mutual funds that I'm talking about. The first one on my list is FBN Heritage Fund. The Heritage Fund is managed by FBNQuest and is an excellent option because this fund focuses on preservation and moderation, making it suitable for investors that their risk appetite is not too large. The fund is invest in the of equities, bond, money markets. As you can see from here, from their website, they invest 20% to 65%. So 20% to 65%, they invest it in stocks, while 10 to 25% is invested in bonds. The bonds can be private bonds, government bonds, you see. So, and then 10 to 75% is invested in money market securities. And they said the minimum you need to invest is 50,000 naira. So this is actually good because you are enjoying a little bit of stock market, enjoying a little bit of bond, enjoying a little bit of profit from money market securities, maybe like treasury bills and all that. So it's really not bad. And then the second one on my list is a Stanbic IBTC Balance Fund. Well, this one for the past few days, it has been climbing. If you can see the graph here, you see that it has been climbing. But the minimum initial investment is just 5,000 naira. And the minimum subsequent investment is 5,000, which means if you invest 5,000 naira today and you want to top up, maybe you can decide to do it every month when you receive your salary or whatever business you are doing. Once you make some money, you just, like 5,000 is like money to buy a drink, you just send it there, you see. Then the minimum holding period is 91 days. You see, the investment risk is high, is very high, but at least you know that Stanbic fund managers, they are good. They are very good. They are professional. All these fund managers you see, they are professional managers. So the way they can assess the risk, for instance, if they want to invest in UBA, for instance, they will assess the risk. You as an individual, me and you, we may look at it on the surface, but these people, they have people that they are paying, that will have to go through the history, go through everything, assess maybe the CEO, the management of the company, how is he doing, and the things that are going on within the everything. They will put all this thing into consideration before they can invest this money. You and I, we may not have the time to do that, but these people, this is their profession, this is what they are good at. So they will take their time to investigate all these things before they invest their money. Like I said, if you see the graph, like I said, if you look here, you will see that it has been climbing, but it's possible that it will go down. So this kind of investment is not an investment that you put today and to next month you say, I'm going to take my money. This investment is something that you put and you leave for a long time. You leave it for a long time. You can decide to be topping up your money. You know, the money you are not using, the money you don't need at all. You just, top it up, keep topping it up. And leave the investment there to go. because the risk appetite is if your risk appetite is low, this is not, the stock is not even for you. Like me now, I have a low risk appetite, but I can still tolerate this the balance fund, because I can put some money there that I know that I won't feel too bad if the investment is, is gone. But I can't really say, like someone, like if you are young, you can still take risks, but if you have people that depend on you, you can't go and use all your savings and put in this kind of thing, or put in a stock. So this is something you can put and live for a long time. It's for a long time investment. It's not something for just today. You put today and you withdraw. And the minimum investment in this one is just 5,000, and the minimum investment in the FBN Heritage Fund is 50,000 naira. So if you want to invest, it's easy. You can download their app or follow the link that I'm going to leave down below. When you click the link, then it will take you directly to where you open an account. Then what you do is you select the balance fund, that particular, because there are so many. There are so many you can choose, but this particular one is the one I'm talking about if you have a high risk appetite. So you choose the balance fund. So once you choose the balance fund, you enter all the information needed, and then you invest. And then once you invest, you start monitoring your performance. But know that you have to have a high risk appetite to proceed with this. Some people may ask, why choose mutual fund over direct stock investments? Well, here are the few answers. The first one is diversification. Well, your investment will not just be, you can take the 5,000 and just invest in Owando, right? But then that your 5,000, if you give it to mutual fund managers, they can split it. Invest some in Owando, invest some in bond, invest some in UBA, for instance, and at the end of the day, you'll be making little profit from all those things. The second benefit is that this fund is, like I said earlier, is managed by experts who have already known the history of these things. They have very experience in the market, which means the investment, the way they will invest it and manage it, you as an individual may not be able, except if you are an experienced person, you may not be able to handle. These fund managers, they have experience in managing portfolios. They've done this. Some of them have done this for years. That's another thing. So you get a service from an experienced or experts in this field. So third reason is ease of access, because you don't really need to do much. All you have to do is fill in the form, invest, and you relax and watch. I'm just, you can log in through the app at any time and then check out your investments. See whether it's growing or it's going down. So you don't need to monitor and go and do research and check out the stock history and what is going on and all those. You don't need to do that, because they've done it for you. That's why they have a little charges that they pay, that you have to pay when you are doing. Maybe like some of them have like 1.something% charge for the services they offer you. So the final point is flexibility. You can enter and exit at any time. For instance, if you invest 5,000 today, tomorrow you can make up your mind to take it. It's your money, and you can exit at any time. Some of them, though, you may face penalties for withdrawing less than some days. Like for Stanbic now, it's 91 days. You have to wait for 91 days. But even at that, it's still easy to to invest and then leave at any time. I also have to mention something points. Point is that this fund, the risk is a little bit lower compared to stock, because they split the investment. There is not all the money you put into the maybe balance fund or the heritage fund that goes into stock. Some of them goes into a bond, and some even treasury bills, or depend on what the underlying assets may be for their mutual money market security, you see. And again, it's affordable. It's not like it's expensive like that. Most times the charges for this thing is very, very minimal. And then another thing is regulation. So because of the regulation, you know that there will be transparency. The final point is that Stanbic, IBTC, and FBNQuest. They are professional and reputable organizations. So at least this should be something. But I still have to mention that this particular video is for information only. It's not like a financial advice. It's for information only. So if you have a high risk appetite, kindly consider this too. If you have a high risk appetite but you don't really have the time, or you don't have experience in investing in choosing individual stock, check the two investments that I just mentioned out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe for more, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.